Hello everybody, Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the World Class Championship Wrestling Review Series. We're entering the month of March 1985, a good time to be a World Class fan. 4 first run segments here this week and a flashback match, encore match, whatever it is they do. Beautiful Bobby Eaton in singles action against Mark Reagan. Reagan, who has been here a few times before with some enhancement talent work. Facing off against one half of the Midnight Express, Jim Cornette alongside Bobby Eaton. Not quite sure why Eaton's in singles action here this week, but actually a member of the Fantastics also here in singles action here this week. Eaton shows that he is a master in all ways here. He's phenomenal. He's exceptional, and he is worth checking out if you want to wrestle. I mean, Eaton with one right hand levels his adversary, shows aggression, but always makes sure that the babyface looks good at the headlock takeovers, arm bars, and the like. Eaton makes him look good enough that he belongs in the ring with him, but obviously you know that Eaton is a class above the rest, and that's the way an enhancement match should be. Eaton, though, goes to the top rope, hits the second rope knee drop, rather, in order to get the victory. Jim Cornette very happy with one half of the Midnight Express and the victory thereof. We move on to another victory of a different form, this being the, I believe, television debut, but certainly world-class television debut of Jack Victory. Victory, who is a mainstay for probably the next 20 years, if not a little longer, in various promotions across the world. Jack Victory, at the time, touted as being one of the guys that is a major potential star. I remember reading various of the insiders at the time, saw a lot in Jack Victory. Facing off against Bobby Fulton of the Fantastics. Basic match here. Fulton is able to pick up the pace when needed, but we see majority of arm bars and arm drags and the like. Victory having experience and poise beyond his years here. Not meant to be a showcase match for Jack Victory here in 1985, but he still shows a level of both look, poise, and just timing that is phenomenal. We see Fulton take him down with an arm lock. We see hip locks and waist locks and all that really basic stuff. The arm worked on for the majority of the match. Fulton does gain a victory and is dancing all along. But Fulton's victory, really, when you look at it, very basic and to be expected. During the majority of the match, the comeback is simple, doesn't really need a whole lot, and the miss on the clothesline, the cross body 1, 2, and 3. Bobby Fulton wins with a cross body in a very simple but effective match for its purpose. We then see a workout between Brian Adias, who just returned a few weeks back, and Kerry Von Erich. They were childhood best friends. Adias, shows to be in probably the best physical shape, both size-wise and just body shape-wise, of his career at this point. And he talks about being a major force here in World Class. Glad to be back, been all around the world and coming back home. Kerry Von Erich, glad to have him back home. Chris Adams and Gino Hernandez versus Kevin and Kerry Von Erich is your main event. Gary Hart presents Hernandez and Adams, obviously, and still your Texas champion is Gino Hernandez. They go back and forth with that. Kevin and Kerry, certainly still here in the early part of 1985, your major draws for the promotion and everything included. Chris and Kevin still have not, some would say still have not fully settled their feud, although they may never. Breakdown and Hernandez and Kevin go at it for a little bit. Hernandez unfortunately passes away, I believe, in late 85, so can't understate the value of that. We'll get there when we get there, but match is super athletic, super chaotic. There is a lumberjack stipulation on this particular match. Wrestlers surrounding the ring throws everybody back in, and as is with the normal duration of a lumberjack match, we eventually do see the chaos associated therewith. Obviously, if you're not familiar with a lumberjack match, because they don't do them that much anymore, guys or ladies in a female match surround the ringside area and toss the opponent back in after taking a few shots here and there for things. And Kerry Von Erich misses the discus punch, goes up and over the back of Chris Adams, and then hits the discus punch. Still, one of my favorite Kerry Von Erich moves is that spinning discus punch, and big deal. And then Kerry casts him out, and they throw him right back in the ring. I don't know why you cast a guy out if they're just going to throw him back in. But anyway, Chris Adams takes a heck of a suplex from Kerry Von Erich, and, the heels take the majority of the beating in this match. I think this is, I don't know if I'd say fully a blow-off, but certainly a match where the baby faces are made to look stronger than they normally do in the area. Worth going out of your way to see if you're a big Von Erich fan. The heat in the match is really phenomenal, and as is the just motion of the match. Kevin breaks it down a little slower with the full body scissors, and Gino comes up and he's ready to go at Kerry. All four men in the ring quite a bit during the contest, and the baby faces do get your victory. There is some dissension post match with Gary Hart and Chris Adams, so that's the first time we've seen a bit of that. But it's just small teased tension, but it's there. But the Von Erichs are victorious in the first week of March here on World Class. We'll be back with more action right after this.